Welcome to solverfy.
Okay, so what energy is associated with the position or composition of matter? Okay, so you can kind of think of this as the energy related not to what anything's doing, but simply what and where it is, right? So let me contrast that. Well, for one, I'll just say the answer is potential. Potential energy is purely related to the position or makeup of matter, right? But it doesn't matter, say, unlike kinetic energy, KE. It's not like KE because KE has to do with motion and movement, right? So that's things like velocity, um, well, really just velocity, right? Kinetic energy is the energy associated with the actual movement of matter, whereas potential energy purely has to do with the energy of existence that can be transferred into kinetic energy. You can kind of think that's what the name is the reference to, right? It's kind of like saying, well, it's not moving, but the potential exists for it to move if we unleash it. So the classic example of potential energy is the ball on top of the hill, right? And the energy stored in being a ball on top of a hill is related to how high up on that hill is, right? So, in fact, the potential energy of a ball on a hill is going to be a function or proportional to, right, whatever gravity is times the height times the mass of that object, right? And if that ball were to be rolled down the hill and eventually reach the bottom of the hill, and it hadn't lost any energy by the time it got to the bottom of the hill, its kinetic energy would be equal to whatever its potential energy was when it was at the top of the hill. So potential energy is like the energy that a ball has at the top of a hill that could all be turned into kinetic energy by the time it's at the bottom of the hill. But it can also have to do with the composition of matter. So this is just an example of potential energy related to position, but composition is a similar idea, right? If we have, say, two chemicals that we keep separate, but then we mix them together, we may find that the potential that the single compositions had is released when we combine them into a single solution, right? So that's another way that the makeup of a given solution or state of matter or what have you can have some potential energy related to it.